I am traveling to Canada to have my little baby boy. The brand is also quite famous in the UK. See and soft. How am I going to do this? Am I ready to be a mom?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today is a Tuesday, and as you might already know by the title of this video, I am traveling to Canada to have my little baby boy, and this is prep week because we are traveling this week. I am not going to lie, I'm a little nervous only because I don't want any problems at the airport because I'm pregnant. I just did a face beats. It's not looking the best. I know there's just so much you can do when you're the foundation what you're working with is not the best. My skin is extremely dry. I need a maintenance done on my entire body. I need to wash my hair. I need to do my eyebrows, lashes, entire skin. I'm going to be doing that this week, but I just wanted to do something so I look presentable in front of you guys. If you've been following along this pregnancy journey, which I hope you have been, and I hope you're enjoying me as I discover what pregnancy is like and motherhood is like and learn about bringing a child to this world. If you've been following me, then you know that I am in the UK currently. I am Nigerian, so I am an immigrant in the UK. And then you're wondering, why would you be going to Canada to have your baby? Well, we have some reasons why we're choosing to have our baby in Canada. They're not personal, but this is just too personal. I'm sorry. I don't know you guys like that. I don't want you to know my business. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've been sick for a while now. Like, my voice is giving crocodile, so my voice is not the sexiest, but I'm getting myself back. So I'm just going to let you know what we're doing in this video. We are going to be packing for our trip. We're going to be cleaning the house, and we're going to be cooking because my husband is staying back, and because of work, he's staying back in the UK, and then he's going to join us closer to my due dates, just because it doesn't make sense for us to be. I'm traveling earlier because they don't let you travel if you're pregnant after, I think it's 36 weeks. I'm currently 34 weeks. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have any issues that will prevent me from this thing that we've been planning for a long time. You might have been watching my videos and you might have been seeing the house and you might have been thinking, why is there no crib, stroller, car seats, all those big items that you buy for a baby? Why have you not bought all these items, and why are you not doing a nesting video? This is why. Because I am going to be in Canada for my baby, and we're going to be there after the baby for a while, so there's no point buying all those big items here in the UK and then carrying them to Canada and then carrying them from Canada back here when we're coming back. So we're going to do all those things in Canada. Anyway, I bought some things from Amazon, and honestly, I could buy them in Canada, but people keep on saying how UK has better quality items. There's also cheaper items. I don't know if this is true. I just know that if you were in Canada and you buy this water, you see this water for £5, you go to the counter to pay for this water that is £5. then you see that it's like £7 because you've added the tax while you're about to pay. And I'm not used to that. I just want to know, this is the price you've given me, this is the price I'm buying. So I just bought most of my things here, not all of them, but most of them, because I want to know what you're giving me, what you're quoting is the final price. You're not going to add price later and say, baby girl, come and pay. Where's the money coming from? So that's why I bought some postpartum things and some things for the baby. So I'm going to show you now actually, because I want to pack them in the box. But that's literally the intro for this video. This is also my last week at work before I travel, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it feels good because I'm already tired of clocking in every day and I would like the rest. But then it also means that this is going to be my last week of rest before I go ham in my self-development, because when I come back to work, I want to come back with certain skills that I can, place myself in a certain position where I am more employable and more sought after, whether in my company or wherever. So that is the plan. That is the plan. That is the plan, guys. Enough chit chat. Let us do a little haul. So the first thing I got was this raspberry leaf tea, and I'm 34 weeks now, so ideally I should be able to take this tea, but I'm not going to lie, I put a tea bag in hot water and I was about to drink it, and then in my mind I was like, what if this induces labor? Like, that's not how it works from what I've read, but I know that when women are closer to 37 weeks, they start to take the tea to help them go into labor on time. But I don't need to go into labor right now, especially not in this country. So I'm going to start taking this tea when I finally go to Canada, just because I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems. No problems. So I'm taking it with me to Canada. And then I got this disposable breast pads. This brand, Lansino, is everywhere for in the UK, and it seems like it's a good brand. It has good reviews. It's highly sought after. So I tried to get most of my things from them. So I'm taking this with me as well. It has 60 breast pads. I don't know how long it will last. I don't even know if I would need this, but I just did my research and I got what they told me to get. And then I got this. It says disposable C-section postpartum underwear, but you can wear it even if you don't have a C-section because it rides up. So I think this will be very useful. Still in line with postpartum stuff, I got this maternity pads. I just got the cheapest one I could find on Amazon because it's not that serious. And then I got this, I don't know what you call this bottle. I don't know what it's called, but I know what it's used for. I don't know if everyone that gives birth vaginally needs it, but it's just to flush your inside after birthing. And I got milk storage bags. This is 50 and it already comes pre-sterilized, which is good. I don't know if they are reusable. I will have to check. I've already opened this and I used it for my lips because my lips were very dry. There's a girl on YouTube that uses this lipo cream as lip balm, and she says it's highly moisturizing because she has really dry lips, and I want to disagree because it gives you the same level of moisture that a lip balm will give you. So I don't know why she chooses to use this because it's quite expensive as lip balm. I don't know why she chooses to use this over regular lip balm, but her choice. So these are witch hazel pad liners. So you put it after vaginal birth. You put it before, I think you put it before your, on top of your, I don't know how to do it. I'm learning. But I'll learn. But I know you use it after vaginal birth and it's supposed to like cool you there because it's going to be like raw. So that's why I got it. I got this post-birth spray. So this post-birth spray is also the same thing because that place is going to be raw and stingy and might even have tears or cuts. So this is just like suits that area. So that's why I got this. Moving on to the things for the baby, the things that I got for the baby. I got this bottle cleaner for his bottles, vitamin D drops. Apparently when you breastfeed, your baby doesn't get enough vitamin D, so you're supposed to give him liquid vitamin D. So that's why I got this, but obviously I'm not going to use it if the doctor does not say it's fine to use. But I just got this in case I needed it. This is to suck the snot out of your baby's nose if he has a blocked nose. And the thing is, as a Nigerian, the way we used to do it is the mothers, I'm not going to generalize, but the way they used to do it in my family, the mothers will literally just put their mouth on the baby's nose and just suck it out and then throw it out. So we didn't used to use all these tools. Your mother will literally just be sucking your catheter from your nose and throwing it out. But thank God for things like this. This is a cleanser because apparently you cannot bathe the baby when the baby is born. I don't know. This way is kind of foreign because again in Nigeria, once the baby comes into the house, you see your mom will be massaging your baby with hot water, pressing their body, and it's supposed to make their bones strong. But the way in this Western country is quite different. So I don't know, but we're learning and we will learn. Hand sanitizer. This is for sterilizing his bottles, and I kind of battled with what I wanted to get for sterilizing his bottles because there's the microwave bottle sterilizer, there is the fancy baby braiser bottle sterilizer, there's the way of sterilizing your bottles in a pot where you boil it, which makes the bottles not last as long. And I just remembered that my mom did not use any of those for my sisters, and I was thinking, what did she use? And I remember, oh, there's also the one where you can just dissolve in water. That does not take space, that is cheaper, and that is more straightforward. So I looked for it and I got the tablets instead of the fancy ones because we don't even have the space and I don't want anything that will complicate my life. So let us simplify it as much as possible. A nail cutter, baby thermometer, baby sucker clip, and then baby sucker holders, 3 of them. But I didn't get any baby suckers, so I'm going to get them in Canada. I don't know if the baby is going to come out with hair on their head or not, but I just got the brushes, the comb, and the hairbrush as well. Finally, I got some swaddles. So I got 3, I think they call this muslin or muslin cloths. You put it on your baby when you're bathing your baby so your baby doesn't get cold. I got these swaddle wraps, 3 of them in the color blue, and then I got this towel. It's a hooded towel and it's very cutesy and soft, which is very important. I got this in white and this in blue, and that is everything I got from Amazon and Boots, and that is everything I am going to be getting in the UK. It's my break time now, and I've made a list of what I need to do to make sure that I am leaving the UK in the right headspace and everything is in order. However, my brain is still scrambling. Even if I've written it down on paper, I don't know where to start. So I think I'm just going to start from the easiest task. Right now, I think I just want to knock out things one by one by one by one, and even if I do them in disorder, as long as they get done. I'm cooking stew, jollof rice, fried rice, and giz dodo and oil beans. So I think the easiest thing for me to do right now is to put the beans in the pressure cooker and then arrange my surrounding and then pack. So I'm going to do that first and see if that helps get momentum running. I just feel like if I don't stand and start, I'm just not going to start and I'm not going to be prepared to travel. So let's do that.
Ton visage me dit quelque chose. Je t'ai déjà croisé dans la ville. Fais pas mentir, j'ai pas ma tête et choses. T'es la plus facile, tu veux mon avis. Vas-y, prends mon tel. Quand tu veux t'appeler, je serai à l'hôtel. Dans un nuage de fumée. Je vais adhérer les vies teintées. Ce soir, j'ai quitté les ratés. Regarde-moi dans les yeux et je t'enviens. Je crois pas qu'on me rappelle des souvenirs d'Amérique. Baby, la journée fait le taf, fais-moi oublier le past. Baby, la journée fait le taf, fais-moi oublier le past. Angela, appelle-moi ce soir et je démarre de la zone. Angela, appelle-moi ce soir et je démarre de la zone. Angela, Angela, appelle-moi de la zone.
I didn't show you these ones. We got anti-colic bottles for the baby. This had really good reviews. The brand is also quite famous in the UK for having good products. So we got this one, just 3, but I don't know how many we're going to need. Good morning, guys. We have achieved a lot. Well, that's not true. We've achieved something. There's still a lot more to be done. I just washed my hair this morning, trying to multitask, but I want to show you what has been done and what is left to do. We were able to cook quite a lot. We have our geese dodo here. We have chicken, beef, turkey. This is beans. We also have our stew here. I just put in some some chicken and beef into the stew. So I'm just trying to infuse that into the stew. But that's done and I am pretty happy with what we've accomplished. Still have a lot to do. I've started packing, but packing is one thing that you only finish when you're the day before you leave or the day you're leaving, because there's still some bits and bobs that have to go into your bag. But I've started packing, so that's good. I've started my maintenance, so that's good. And I haven't started cleaning the house, but we're going to start doing that today. Guys, it's almost D-Day. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that we're traveling. And I'm in the last leg of this preparation. I have already done everything else except I still need to complete packing. But now we are in the self-care phase, and I just made myself a cup of coffee. I shouldn't be drinking coffee this late, and I shouldn't actually be drinking coffee because I already had coffee today. But I'm just not feeling like myself. I feel very strange. So I just needed something, a little something, and I don't do this at all, so I think it should be fine. Anyway, we are in the last leg of this preparation, and I want to do my eyebrows. I want to shape in my eyebrows and laminate them. I got this brow lamination kit on Amazon, so this is what I'm going to be using. I want to shave my face as well. I want to do my lashes, and I want to do my nails, just because I don't want to look I want to look as put together as possible, so I wake up feeling good and looking good. Anyway, let's start with, this is dry shampoo. I saw something on TikTok that I want to try, so let's start with this one.
Are you on your way? Are you coming soon?
So I just washed my face, and I didn't realize how much hair I've grown on my face this year because I haven't shaved my face this year. Anyway, today I went for my final appointment that I'm going to be having in the UK, and this was a birthing plan appointment. Basically, the appointment where you tell the midwife, the hospital, how you want to give birth and the things that you want them to consider. And I'm going to insert a clip here. It wasn't the clearest, but I feel like it was very informative if you're interested, if you're pregnant, and you're interested in what goes on in those kind of appointments, then you can just listen to the questions that they asked me.
Different ways that baby can come. So obviously vaginal delivery, unassisted. There's something called forceps. Do you know what they are?
Where they have to put it in and
Yes.
bring it out. That's if baby's not moving down.
Yes, so they're like big salad spoons.
Yeah.
They lock together so can't be pressed into baby's head. But they're used when you're fully dilated, but either you're really tired or baby's showing signs tired. And if they can, they pop them into the vagina, they do a cut, pop them on, you still have to push, but the doctor pulls. And then there's something called a kiwi or a ventouse. That's a disc or a little suction cup that goes on the back of baby's head.
And leaves a mark.
Sometimes it can leave like a ring.
Yeah.
That's used when you are fully dilated and baby's really nearly there. We can see baby's head, but you just need a bit of help. Again, they're only used if either you or baby are showing signs that you need help.
Okay.
And then at any point, if you request it, or if, again, it's an absolute emergency, they'll offer cesarean.
Okay.
With that, you'll be blocked, you won't feel any pain. We would say in here, expect to stay at least one night, overnight, just to make sure we've got feeding established and that you and baby are okay.
Okay.
But there is chance of going home earlier if everything's routine.
It's fine, okay.
So if everything's routine, it's not an induction, anything like that, we can just listen to baby's heart rate using the Sonicade that we did today. If at any point you have an epidural, we induce you, or we're a bit concerned about baby, they'll put the CTG machine. Have you had it?
Yeah. Once.
Yeah, so they would do the monitoring.
Yeah.
And do you know about what pain relief options there are?
Yeah. I'm thinking of using the gas and the max.
Beautiful.
Gas and air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So it's endless supply. You won't run out. You can use it anytime you're in labour.
Yeah.
There's also something called pethidine, which is an injection.
Yeah, but I heard that affects the baby.
It can do. So a small percentage of it crosses placenta. If you're early labour, it doesn't have much effect on baby.
Oh, okay.
If you have it and very soon after baby's born, baby can be a little bit sleepy.
Yeah.
So it's just being aware, but it's something that they offer.
Okay.
And then there's epidural, which it's an injection into your back.
Yeah.
It numbs you from about the waist down.
That has some side effects.
Yes, it does. So it can, obviously, if you go for it, they give you a whole spiel of what the side effects are. But it can be as little as a mark and a bruise on your back to nerve damage causing headaches, things like that.
And paralysis.
Very rarely, but that is because it's a blind procedure, that is a very rare risk that can happen. I don't know about where you're delivering, but we have pools, like birthing pools, that are an option.
Yeah.
But the main one that's there when you walk in is the gas and air.
The gas and air, okay.
And when little one's born, are you happy for him to come skin to skin?
Yes.
Beautiful. And we routinely keep the cord on for at least a minute for delayed cord clamping to let all the red blood cells and blood from placenta come to baby.
Okay.
Would you want that?
Yes.
Beautiful. The only reason we wouldn't is if you start bleeding profusely.
Yeah.
Or baby needs immediate help.
Okay.
But we try and keep every baby for a minute at
Okay.
least. Who's going to cut the cord?
My husband.
Peter. You don't fancy it?
No.
No. And we have 2 different ways to deliver placenta. We can give you an injection into your leg as soon as babies come out. It allows it all to contract and we deliver your placenta. Or you can leave it and your body will do it itself and you deliver it.
Which one is more common?
More common is the injection.
Okay.
It reduces the risk of high bleeds.
Okay.
But it's completely your choice which one you go for.
Does it have any side effects?
Not necessarily. Again, you could get a sore leg because it's an injection, but actually it's just oxytocin we're giving you.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, perfect. And do you know what vitamin K is?
I know babies can be deficient.
Yeah. So it's a vitamin that helps clot babies' bloods. We don't know which babies are really deficient and not, so we cover all babies.
Yeah.
It can be given as a one-off injection when his weight is done, everything like that.
Yeah.
Or you can have mouth drops, which are given day baby's born, day 5 and a month later. I don't know what they offer in Canada, but there are options.
So can we try the one-off injection?
The injection, absolutely. And how are you hoping to feed little one?
Breastfeeding.
Beautiful. So I will send with you today to start from 37 weeks colostrum harvesting.
Okay.
So I'll give you a kit.
Okay.
From around 37 weeks, read up on the QR code it comes with, and it's basically harvesting colostrum in syringes. So once baby's born, if you're tired or just need that extra bit of help, you've got some of your own milk to give him.
Okay. Okay.
A really good thing to start looking at is packing your bags.
Yeah.
I'll give you a list of what we recommend to bring. Bring snacks with you.
Okay.
So anything that you like. And anything that if you're really not hungry, you can just pop in your mouth for energy.
Yeah.
So people bring like jelly sweets.
Lucozade.
Yeah, Lucozade Sport is the definite.
Okay.
And any like dry fruit, something that you can just pop in your mouth if you're not hungry. We recommend bringing stuff like music. You can bring little speakers.
Yeah.
Something to keep you entertained, but also keep you happy, keep that oxytocin flowing.
Yeah.
So just look at what they offer as well, because obviously everywhere's different.
Yeah.
But that's what we recommend.
Yeah.
You can bring pillows, blankets, something that just reminds you of home.
Okay.
Would you be happy for a student to be there for your delivery, or would you rather not?
Are they active?
So here, yes.
Okay.
I don't know in Canada, because obviously it's more doctor-led there.
What do they do?
So if it was here, they like help with observations, feeding baby, listening to baby. Some students deliver with a midwife, but you can choose not. You can choose just a
Yeah, it's fine.
Beautiful.
I think I've already made a mistake. I should have done this brow lamination before I shape in my brows, but I wasn't thinking. Anyway, we're still going to do the brow lamination. Because I'm going to Canada, I'm transferring care basically. And in transferring care, you need to ensure that you're fit to travel, because if your pregnancy is high risk and if you're within a certain time frame period of your pregnancy, you can't fly. So you need to ensure that you're fit to fly. So you have to get a letter from your doctor stating your due date and the fact that you have what kind of pregnancy are you having. Is it a single pregnancy, multiple pregnancies? Because they have different dates. If you're having twins, then you're more likely to go into labor earlier. And then also that you don't have any complications and your pregnancy is okay, or else the airline will not let you fly. And then also the hospital needs to print out all your information. Okay, I want to put, as you're supposed to put Vaseline here, but I don't have Vaseline, so I'm going to use shea butter around my eyebrows just to protect the skin. Okay guys, so now we're just going to wait for 5 minutes for this to do whatever it's doing. This is the first time I'm using this, so I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but let's see. Anyway, so I have all my medical records, which I'm going to transfer to my hospital in Canada, and I expect the process to be quite seamless because they do give priority to pregnant women. So I'm expecting that it should be a seamless process. So I'm just going to do that.
Look in my eyes. We both know it's wrong, but
this is it. I feel like there's a difference, but I don't know if the difference is because my eyebrows just look a lot more tamed because I finally shaping them, or if this lamination thing is actually working. But water is not supposed to touch you for 24 hours, so I'll be very careful. Anyway, this pregnancy has gone by so fast. In my head, it's gone by so fast, and we are literally in the last leg. And you guys have been watching my journey from when I started sharing this whole process, and we're coming to the end. The baby is going to be here very soon, and first of all, I'm just very, 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 very grateful for how this pregnancy has gone, because I do not take it for granted at all that it hasn't been difficult. I haven't had morning sickness. I haven't had aches. I haven't even had to buy a pregnancy pillow. Like, I've been sleeping like a log. I've been sleeping fine. I was never someone to sleep on my tummy. I sleep on my back or my side. So I've been sleeping on my side, but I always wake up on my back and then I adjust my position again. But I'm just so grateful to God, because I know, like, how I pictured my pregnancy was going to be an active pregnancy, and it hasn't been active, but it's been peaceful. There was a time when I felt like I was losing my identity. There was a time when I felt sad, but I think that was also due to the weather. After that phase, it's just been very peaceful. Sometimes I don't even know that I'm pregnant, and I think it's only because of the weight of the baby growing, or when you feel the baby kicking. But it's just been like life as usual. I haven't been affected in, like, there are people that have like really, really difficult pregnancies, and I've just had peace, 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 peace. And I'm grateful to God for that, because pregnancy is something that's not pregnancy per se, but I was always scared of labor. I was always scared of the process of labor, the process of childbirth, and the pain, and even what it does to your body. I was never accepting of that. And I remember one of the first conversations that I had with my husband when we first started talking was me telling him that I have this fear. That was like my biggest fear in life, was going through labor and falling down and breaking all my teeth for some reason. But I remember telling him that I wanted to do surrogacy because of this fear, and I remember him being accepting of that. But I don't know if it was because I was someone who was accepting of the fact that, this lady is scared of this thing and I'm just here for her to hold her hand, or if it was just comfort of knowing that I have like I don't know why, I don't know when, but at a point I just got over the fear and I'm here now. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the labor process. Maybe because I've been filling my head with a lot of positivity, watching a lot of positive birth vlogs, preparing myself as much as possible for what is to come, because I know that there's a process, right? Like things are coming, but I don't feel fear. I don't feel anxiety. I don't feel anything negative. And I think also the fact that it has been mostly smooth sailing. My body has changed. Yes, I have stretch marks. Yes, my body is going to keep on changing. Yes, but seeing mothers who have done it and keep on doing it and done it and gotten their physical self back motivates me and shows me that it can be done. So I don't feel fear of, oh, will I get my body back? I don't feel fear of what's going to happen, what does the future hold, can I handle this? That sometimes I still feel like a big baby and in my old age I'm like, how am I going to do this? Am I ready to be a mom? But those times are very fleeting. I feel like I have a very strong supportive system around me, not just in this country but also outside, and just having a very strong supportive system and now having God by my side, I don't take it for granted. I don't take any of those things for granted, and I just feel like that definitely helps with the anxiety that you sometimes feel when you're pregnant. So that's just all I really wanted to say, because we're really coming to the close of this period. My due date is June 5th. That's about 4 weeks from now. Very soon I'll be holding my precious baby boy in my hand. Very soon I'll be hearing him cry, and very soon I'll see his face. I'll see my features in him and my husband's features in him. Would name him and he'll be ours. Like, he's mine, yes, but I feel him in me, but now I can get to share him with my partner. Like, my partner does not feel him kick. He can just see it and maybe touch my tummy. But now I get to share what we created with him, and this is like a being outside of my body. It bust my head. My head is blown. I don't know. God is good, because I can't, I don't know. I feel like you have to go through this to understand it. Like, you are capable of growing a human being. Say what? Say how? I don't still get it. I don't.
Coming over even when you're gone. The feeling just grow stronger. Surely this alone, but you're still getting closer. We both know it's wrong. Can't keep this so long. While it's going on, I'll put it in a song.